Franco Taylor. I'm a global founding partner and ambassador with Sankey Global 2020. And welcome to the call. I'm going to introduce the individual that's going to speak, but before I do that, I'm not going to apologize. You need to know this. You're getting ready to possibly join with and be a partner and a journey partner with a company that's doing so much to help so many people, but you need to know something. The Senior Sales Marketing Director for Sankey Global 2020, co-founder in the business, a Black woman, woman of God, faithful. I said faithful. I said full of faith. Queen Dr. Helen Della Huse, I call her fearless leader, my spiritual daughter. Let me tell you something, folks. This woman had cancer and was pregnant at the same time. She was told to abort the baby or die. Let me tell you something. She said, no man decides the fate of me and my baby. We prayed, she delivered, and is cancer free. But let me tell you what else. Her son Eric was shot 3 times in the body, once in his skull was partially blown off with the brains. Are you listening to me? Bullet still lodged in his head, brain dead, in a coma, sentenced to death. And she prayed and believed. We prayed and believed with her. And I saw a video today, Eric talking, walking, praising God, and thanking his mother for a mother's love. Are y'all listening to me? That's the kind of leadership that you're gonna journey with. And now I will introduce the speaker of the hour. This gentleman, powerful gentleman, is an ex-pro football star. He's a coach. And let me make sure, everybody hear me out there? Everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can.
Okay, just want to make sure. He's an ex-pro football star. He's a high school coach, an accomplished high school coach, and a multi-level marketing mogul of over 27 years. I mean, a powerful, powerful man. He's a great father, a great husband, and he is like a mentor to me. He's a lot younger than I am, but I've learned so much from him. He's helped me to understand that facts tell, but stories sell. Something else he says is that opportunities don't just go away, they pass on to others who grab a hold of them. So I'd like to introduce to you at this time, my friend, my co-partner, I call him Coach, Mr. Tim TRAHAN. Are you there, Mr. TRAHAN?
Absolutely, absolutely, sir.
Can take everybody? It away, brother.
All right. Thank you so much for that gracious introduction, Dr. Franco. And I just want to tell everybody, you are a phenomenal individual inside and outside of this industry. So thank you so much for all that you do. Guys, once again, my name is Tim TRAHAN. I've been blessed to embark on this opportunity as a founding partner as well as an ambassador with this company. And I tell you what, guys, I've been in a couple of different companies and been blessed to do really well in a couple of different endeavors, but this one is different. This one is different. And when I was brought to the table for this particular company, I said, you know what? This is by divine intervention. You know what? When you have a company that's built on biblical principles and it's a God first servant mentality, you can't lose in that type of situation, guys. And I tell you what, my passion for this company and what this company is doing goes well beyond just the income that's being able to be produced. Because you know what, if I didn't get paid a dime with this company, the mission that's involved with this company touches my heart on so many levels. And I'll tell you why. First and foremost, you know, I'm just like a lot of other persons of color. You know what, we're just stricken with certain illnesses and diseases. And when I saw what this company was doing for folks that are diabetics, people with high blood pressure, people with all kind of ailments and illnesses that are just hereditary, it just stroked at my heartstrings because 1, I'm a diabetic. 2, my mother-in-law was a diabetic and she passed from complications of diabetes, as well as my brother who actually lost a limb and also passed as a result of complication from diabetes. So when I tell you, when I saw what this company was doing, it was just absolutely phenomenal. So the company we're talking about on this evening, guys, is called Sankey Global. And you know what, when we're talking about spirituality, you can't say the name Sankey without being spiritual, because the word san simply means respect, and ki stands for spiritual energy, guys. So we're talking about respect for spiritual energy. And if you say the word backwards, ki san, it just simply means the Holy Spirit. So we're talking about the Holy Spirit that's giving us respect for spiritual energy. So when I saw those words, it just rang out to me. I just said, you know what, this is definitely a company that I have to involve myself with. I mean, it was a no-brainer for me when I flew out to Florida and was able to sit down with some of the best in the industry. But guess what? It had absolutely nothing to do with the income. It had zero to do with the income. It was more about the mission. So when we're talking about a mission-driven company, my God, you can't be in a better place. So what I want to do is I'm going to share some key points with you. And then at the end, I'm going to bring up a couple of doctors to validate what it is that I'm saying. And if you don't get it at that point, guys, and it doesn't fire you up, then that just simply means your wood is wet. So when you have wet wood, I don't care what you do to try to light that thing, it's just not going to light, okay? So here we go. My story is simply this. I'm a diabetic, been a diabetic since about 1997. Been on a few different medications, and, you know, through diet and exercise, I was able to actually get myself off of a few of those medications, but guess what? It just simply wasn't enough. When I partnered with this company and started to take the products, guess what happened? It was able to reverse some of the symptoms that I had with my illness. So what I found myself doing is being able to take less and less medication, because you know why? The things that are in these products actually help to lower blood sugar. So when I was taking some of my medications and my nightly doses, I was waking up in the middle of the night with what's called blood sugar lows, which means my blood sugar was too low. So I had to eat some fruit or drink some juice or something like that in the middle of the night to shoot my blood sugar back up. Okay, so that was huge for me, because my mission is to be here for as long as I can, because I have children and I have a grandson. So I want to do everything that I can to make sure that I'm around for all of those folks that I know, love, and care about. And this company is actually helping me do that, okay? And then I watched my mother-in-law struggle with complications from diabetes. And my wife and I had a conversation, and the conversation was really, really deep, because we both realized that if, how should I say, if we knew about these products and had access to these products a few years ago, it would have dramatically and drastically helped my mother-in-law with her complications from diabetes. I watched her, you know, go from being really sick to being on a lot of medications to eventually having kidney failure to eventually being on dialysis and eventually suffering from congestive heart failure, and every possible thing that you can think of related to diabetes, it happened to her. So when I saw what these products were doing in my own personal life, I took it as a personal mission to get this word out, to let everybody know what these products do. And that's just from, you know, a person that's speaking to you with diabetes, okay? We're gonna talk about how this thing helps with high blood pressure, how it helps with weight loss, how it helps with circulation, inflammation, and as well as mucus. Those are the three things that causes sickness and disease. When you talk about mucus, when you talk about inflammation, when you talk about poor circulation, those are the things that causes catastrophe in your health. And what I like to say is this, guys, God gave us the best possible vehicle that you can possibly have, which is our bodies, which is our temple. So if you think about what God blessed us with, he blessed us with, I would say, the Rolls Royce of vehicles, the most expensive Rolls Royce that you can buy. But guess what? If you have a Rolls Royce and you're not putting the right gasoline or the right oil in that Rolls Royce, eventually it's going to break down. Okay. And that's what's happening is with our bodies. God gave us this temple for us to do the right things, but we're putting the wrong things in us. So it's causing knocks, pings, and bumps inside of the engine, which is in our body, which is our vital organs, that's causing us to get sick. So what is the solution to that? Well, guess what? The solution is right here, what you're looking at, Sankey Global, guys. It's enabling us to put those things that we need in our system for our bodies to work at an optimal level. So let's talk about the flagship products that our company has, okay? It's 4 major products, and I'm gonna start with Balage, which is the the actual flagship product. And basically what Belage is our morning shower inside of our bodies. Like we get up in the morning and we take a shower in the morning to refresh us, to wash off all the things that happened to us from the day before or through the course of the night, and just to jumpstart our bodies to get our day going strong. Well, guess what, guys? That is what the Belage is doing inside of our body every day. That's why we take it in the morning. The first thing we do in the morning before we do anything, after we take that external shower, we want to take an internal shower with the Belage. Why? Because it does a couple of things for you. It promotes circulation and it decreases inflammation, as well as work with that mucus that needs to pass through our bodies to prevent those three nasty things, which is sickness, illness, and disease. So that's why we start our day with the Belage. That's why it's green for gold. So that's what we're gonna start our day with, guys. And I'm gonna hit these bullet points real quickly. I'm not gonna go into super detail. You can actually get on the line with the person that invited you on the call, and they can tell you exactly what's going on with each one of these products. But we're hitting bullet points here tonight just because we don't want to belabor the hour, but we want to definitely let you know what it is that what's going on. The next product is a product called Inner 7, and basically what that does is it has magnesium in it. And if you know anything about magnesium, that is the building block of every mineral that passes through your body. Without magnesium, there is no other minerals. And what does that do for you? Okay, it brings the pH balance to 7, which is the perfect number for pH. Okay, so it's not acidic. It doesn't turn your body acidic. It doesn't turn it alkaline, but it perfectly balances you out and puts you in a state of what we like to call homeostasis, to make sure everything is working how it's supposed to be working. You find it about 327 meters deep inside of Okinawa's ocean, and that's where they find these specific minerals that we're putting in our body, and it comes in a real small packet, but it packs a powerful punch. So once again, Inner 7, because it's putting us in that perfect balance of a pH level of 7. Then the third product is what we like to call Cranui. And basically what Cranui does for you is it brings balance to your diet by promoting thermogenesis, also removes fat, and it metabolizes your system by utilizing the sugars that it's supposed to have and eliminating the stuff that it doesn't. Okay, so it prevents your body from holding on to the sugars in your bloodstreams. It blocks that out, lets your body pass it naturally, and now you're in once again a state of homeostasis and bringing balance to your body. So I definitely want to have that there. And then our last product is a product called Hasaki. Okay, and that's some people say it's a meal replacement. I say it's a meal enhancement, because guess what? What it does is it provides 596 metabolites in your body. Yes, you heard me correctly, 596 metabolites. Why is that important? Well, over the 40 years of research and clinical studies, the company tried to find out, why are Asians, people in Japan and all those countries, living so long? Okay, they're living long for one reason. They have 596 metabolites in their body and good bacteria that helps promote longevity. So that's what we wanted to do. So basically what this company has done is, through the products that they have put together, is they have recreated the digestive system outside of your body, enabling you to work in the perfect condition and to be able to put the right oil, the right gas, the right antifreeze, the right fluids in your body, so your Rolls Royce that God has given you can work on the proper levels that it needs to work on. Okay, so that's what it is that the company is doing. It's just absolutely a phenomenal thing for us to be able to have a system that God designed that has been recreated in the form of a 4 supplement system, and it's recreating our digestive tract. So what I want to do for you guys real quick, I'm going to bring on 2 gentlemen. The first gentleman I'm going to bring on is Dr. Lee Laney, and he is a gastroenterologist. Not only is he a gastroenterologist, but he is one of the leading gastroenterologists in the whole of the United States. He has done some phenomenal things inside of the medical industry. He has created some cutting edge products that people actually use prior to going to surgery. But I'm not going to steal his thunder. I'm going to let him share with you guys in about 5 minutes or so. Why is it so important for us to really focus on gut health? So with that being said, Dr. Laney, are you on the line?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Absolutely, sir. Go ahead, take it away.
Thank you so much, Tim. I feel just like Dr. Franco, in that you have brought so much to the table, and we learned so much from you. Just your many years of being in direct sales is really paying off and stimulating all of us. Well, you have gone on and said things about the product in a way that I'm going to try to add a little bit to that at the top of the hour. I'm at the next hour after you. But for now, let me just say this. The products that are here in this company, in 42 years of being an MD and being a gastroenterology, I have done alternative care medicine alongside of conventional medicine. And I have not seen any company with any products that do these things with the scientific research of 40 years that I've seen here. The spiritual basis and background of this company is amazing. I mean, doing things in a way that's going to help people at the cellular level. Many times, as has been said by Tim, we go in and we take things hoping that it in these products that help us at the cellular and mitochondrial level. Why is that so important? Because many of the things we give in conventional medicine give side effects. My wife and I are taking the products, and we've noticed more energy, better sleep, just in the 5 weeks that we have been taking the products. We have noticed that our bowels are moving smoothly, and we've noticed that we're having a decrease in our overall cravings. It appears as the protein that's there in the products that we take, it is working at the anti-aging longevity level of the cells to help us not only have better reactions of our biochemical uh, reactions in the body, but helping also our cells to not only work better, but to help detoxify the whole body. So that being said, I have been noticing several testimonials from people having arthritis, having high blood pressure, having high blood sugar, diabetes, as well as people that weren't able to sleep well, sleeping better, and having much better elimination. And I would recommend this for my patients because many people come in and they think they're having one particular condition, but really they're having like a mineral deficiency that, like Tim spoke of, with magnesium deficiency, a person can be having all kind of things from sleep problems to having headaches, migraine headaches, all the way over to having heart problems just because of the magnesium deficiency. So I could go on, but I'm really happy about the overall approach that this company has taken. Dr. Adeas is a man after my own heart. He's the scientific director. And what he has done was do what I've been trying to tell people for almost 45 years now. And that is that we can do some things to help the immune system and the circulatory system heal and regulate itself. And this is what these products are doing. How do they do it? They do it in several ways, like taking rosemary and olive oil. These are things with the olives and rosemary, we get a regulation of our immune system and circulatory system just because the rosemary is what it is. Now, once again, there's so much more that could be said, but I'm going to turn it back over to Tim. I'm excited about it. I've talked to a lot of people in my family, talked to a lot of other doctors, and people are getting excited about it. This is going to catch hold in the country, and I wish that people would not miss this flow, especially for your own health and well-being. Tim?
All right, sir. Definitely appreciate you and appreciate your expertise. The next gentleman I'm going to bring on the line is Dr. Franco Taylor. He's actually the gentleman that introduced me to the call, but I want him to share some things with you as well from a natural healing side. This gentleman has over 40 years of experience of healing people naturally without having prescription drugs and all those other things that create those side effects that you end up treating a symptom instead of treating a problem. He has been on the forefront of leading people how to treat problems and eliminate symptoms. So with that being said, Dr. Franco Taylor, are you on the line, sir?
I am on the line, sir. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. The floor is yours.
All right. It is always a plum pleasing pleasure to be on the line with such power and such dignity. I really, really love what I heard from Dr. Laney. In just a short period, he can deliver so much, and I'll talk about him a little later at the top of the hour. But again, I have been blessed for 40 years to work with people in the natural form, teaching them how to get well naturally if they desired to, even without drugs and medication. How did that happen? Well, as their bodies got better, even their doctors would tell them that they no longer needed some of the prescribed drugs that they were on. And the key to all that is that the body would heal itself. God designed the body to heal itself. One of the things that Sankey says is that Sankey, as was said earlier, San stands for respect or honor, and Ki or Chi stands for inner spirit, intelligent force within. And we know that in the scriptures, God says that the kingdom of God is within you. What is the kingdom of God? It is the DNA that God placed in the body to determine your size, your height, your skin color, your bone structure. In other words, the body basically knows what to do. Remember, when God created man, man was never supposed to die. Why did he die? Because he ate something he wasn't supposed to eat. So that's right. We basically got into this situation we're in called sickness because we eat wrong. Are y'all listening to me? We ate our way into it. We're killing ourselves with a knife and a fork. We're digging our graves with a knife and a fork. So we're going to have to dig our way back out or eat our way back out by understanding the need to put live things in the body, live fruits and vegetables that are not cooked. You can eat the cooked ones, but you need live ones that are not cooked. And this was the understanding. And since most people are so addicted to eating dead food, there was still no help. I have products, 12 products, but the products wouldn't work for those who wouldn't change their diet, who wouldn't change their lifestyle, who wouldn't get the stress out of their life, who wouldn't get their rest and sleep and get fresh air. It wouldn't help if they didn't do that. But these products, the Sankey products, work 100% of the time for 100% of the people. Why? Because they don't target any particular organ of the body or system of the body. They target the body at the what? At the microcellular level, down in the DNA inside of the mitochondria. And when that happens, the body is quick started. A lot of you remember, men and women, in the day when we had carburetors, if the carburetor was gunked all up and the spark plugs were jammed all up and the oil was black, you couldn't start that car. But they had something in a can called ether. We call it quick start. It was like rocket fuel. And if you sprayed this concentrated rocket fuel into the car, it would start every time. Now, you couldn't run it on rocket fuel because it was too powerful and it would eventually burn up the car. You couldn't use just rocket fuel, but that started the car regardless of what shape it was in. And that is the way Sankey products do. They go straight to the mitochondrial level and they fire up the mitochondria. And when that happens, it works its way up through the tissues, up through the organs, up through the systems of organs, and it works its way up to the top. So bottom line, the Sankey products work, and they work simply because they don't target any particular thing in the body outside of targeting the body itself, teaching the body, helping the body to do what God intended for it to do, and that is to heal itself.
Wow, 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 powerful stuff. So you guys have heard it. Not only have you heard it from me, but you've heard it from two professionals in the industry, one from the scientific side, one from the natural healing side, and they're both saying the exact same thing, guys. Our products work 100% of the time and 100% of the people. So it's not by coincidence that you're on this call hearing this information. And like they said at the top of the call, guys, I'm a firm believer in this, man. You know, opportunity is only an opportunity if you seize the opportunity. And like he said before, opportunities don't go away, they just pass you by. So listen, don't let this opportunity to take care of the vessel that God put you in pass you by. This is an opportunity to save as many people as you possibly can, not only yourself, but everybody that is in your immediate circle. So if you hadn't had a chance to get all the people that you know, love, and care about on the call. We have another opportunity coming up next, and guess who's on there, guys? It is none other than Dr. Lee Laney, and he's going to talk to you specifically about the medicinal side and the science behind everything that we talked about on this call. So if you missed it this time and you wanted somebody on, guess what? We're going to be back on at the top of the hour as well, and talking about specifically the science behind the technology. Okay, and this is what I want to say to everybody on this call. All right, we always say to our loved ones that I love you to death. I say we're going to reverse that and say we're going to love you to life. I love you to life on this call tonight, and I wish everybody the best in the upcoming year. So with that, guys, God bless, take care, and take charge. We'll hear you on the next call.